What's up, all you beautiful people? This is episode 1 of the Hunting Dad. I'm already a little winded. Just walked up a big hill. Just got home early morning from trucking. We're a week away from Pennsylvania turkey season. I'm just doing a quick little scout. Try to get on them. I have been up here where I'm going hunting and looked a week ago, and I saw 2 gobblers out, but I was trying to get a better idea where they are. Hunting on my buddy's land. Got apple orchards all over to my left, and then I got these big rolling fields out here to my right, which is where I'm gonna try to see some turkeys at. Just tell you a little bit about what we're gonna get into. I'm just gonna take you guys on a show of a hunting dad. I don't hunt public land because I really don't like dealing with the game commission, and the game commission seems like they're always around public land, and I've had 2 run-ins with them, and I mean, you gotta dot your I's, cross your T's. I'm just not really into the game commission and dealing with them, so that's why I don't do public land. So I'm pretty much stuck to where I'm allowed to hunt. I got a couple of properties I'm allowed to go on. My father-in-law has some land, my brother-in-law has some land. I got my buddies that do a bunch of fruit farming, apple farming, and they have a bunch of land, but it's not a lot of woods, because obviously they want to make money farming. So I gotta hunt the limited woods that they have, but I'm just gonna take you with me. I'm never gonna show you my face. I'm not doing it for the notoriety or to be famous. I'm just doing it because I like hunting, and I think that there's and when I'm watching YouTube on hunting channels, or on hunting on YouTube channels, I'm always like looking for things that like relate to me. And everything, for a long time, it was the hunting public. And I still like the hunting public a lot and what they do. But then I realized it doesn't really, I still watch them, but I realized it doesn't relate to me because they get to hunt all the damn time. And you know, they get like every day. It just doesn't relate to me because I can't do that. I'm a truck driver, so I get to go out for like maybe once a week if I get home. If I'm not out on the road Friday night and, you know, am home Saturday morning, I can hunt Saturdays, or during hunting seasons I'll usually bust my ass so I can like make it home, leave, you know, Ohio or something. There goes a turkey right there. Oh no. Well, that's what we were looking for. Well, there was one out of the wood line, so that was a hen over here. So I guess that's a good sign. Looked like a hen. I didn't see a beard on it. But I do whatever it takes to try to get home just so I can hunt here and there, because you know, I got 3 kids and it's hard. It's not hard. The wife's pretty good about it, but just to find time, especially I haul cars, and you work dealership schedules hauling cars, and you know, it's the 9 to 5, so you really gotta plan your trips to be able to get out in the woods for a little bit. But I'm gonna take you guys with me. I'm hoping to do an episode every week. I hope we can keep it up to that. And I'm just a guy. I'm just a hunting dad. So when we get up here, I'll show you more when we get up here, but that's all for now. All right, guys, so this is what I'm working with. Got all these rolling hills here. Now, this field, the owner is pretty cool, but I really don't have permission to hunt with him. I'm thinking about asking him. I can hunt this block of trees up here which the turkeys do roost. There's a pond in there. The turkeys roost there sometimes, but a lot of times, I'll have to show you guys when I'm leaving what it looks like. There's a bunch of different islands of woods over here. And like there's one island down here. There's an island up there that runs across the top. And then this island right there. And a lot of times the turkeys will come out right up here in this point. And it's hard to see, but where I scout from a lot is down there at my buddy's house. And I can see, you can really see all the way up through here. But these turkeys, runs across, there's a road all the way up top that runs across all this, all the way out for miles. And there's a lot of people that come up here and like to throw calls out and look for turkeys, because a lot of people up this way let people hunt. And I do know that people are allowed to turkey hunt this, but they hunt on there's a road that comes up this way too, behind those woods, and they do a lot of turkey hunting over there. But my thing that I'm gonna try to do, where my key setup will be, and this is what happens when you only have certain areas to hunt, you gotta kind of make them come to you. I know that they were up, there's a turkey way up there. I see it all the way in that top corner. See it? All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try this. I got this optical zoom lens. I'm gonna hook it up and see if we can't get eyes on that and see what it is. I'm gonna take a step back here in the woods. Right there. Oh, shoot, what are we doing? Put a zoom out? Zoom out for you? Yeah, I might as well show you that. Got my little, people are into vest turkey hunt. I got that little tie-weave bag. But this is what I'm working with. It's an optical zoom lens. You guys all know how it is zooming on an iPhone. You just kind of plug it in right there. Put it in the back. It's supposed to zoom in. We're gonna see how it works. That turkey up there disappeared, but I'm gonna, oh, there it is. I see it again. So I'm gonna plug it in here, or not plug it in, I'm gonna snap it in, see if we can't get our eyes on it and see how this optical zoom lens works. So I can give you guys a little bit better footage when you come with me on my hunts and scouting trips. All right, guys, it's a little shaky because I'm standing up, but this is what, oh, there it is. Let's see if I can get it zoomed in a little bit more. Nope. Nope. I'll have to work with that, but I don't know if that's the one I saw. It's shaky. I'm standing up. Normally I'd be on the ground. But you can see that turkey working back over there. They hang out in these corners up here a lot, but yeah, I don't know. That stinks. All right, well, so it's gonna take me a little bit of time to get used to this, but I mean, I'm guessing if I was sitting on the ground, that would have went a whole lot easier, and it'd been less bouncy and stuff. But if I was stable, you'd definitely be able to see it. So that's where I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come out. I guess I'm gonna walk around the back side of these trees so I'm not out in the field in case they do come out. But there's definitely turkeys up there. That hen that I jumped on the way in, I'll show you where it went. That hen I jumped on the way in, I'm a truck driver, guys. It's gonna take me a while to get used to doing this shit. But that hen, it ran up that wood line. And then there's turkeys over there in that other far corner. I don't know if that one that we just saw, shotgun shell, that's always a good sign. I don't know if that one that we just saw there was that hen going out across, because I lost it when it got up on top. But when I do my scouting, I don't bring any calls with me. I think that's the worst thing for turkeys, turkey hunting is these people that go out scouting and just throw all kinds of calls at them. It makes it harder on people like me. So whenever I find turkeys, I don't do anything. I just kind of look, watch, see what they're doing. And then when I get to calling, when turkey season comes in, I suck at it. So I minimally call, but it has worked a lot for me in the past. I mean, there's a lot of times it doesn't work. Like last year was my best year turkey hunting ever. I was in between driving jobs, and I had like 5 weeks off, and it just so happened like it fell all during the month of turkey season in Pennsylvania, so I got to hunt hard. And last year I had never, normally when I turkey hunt, if I get one gobbler to come in within shooting range, that's a good thing. Well, last year I had 6 different times that I had called birds inside of 50, 60 yards. One time it was a real big one, and it kind of caught me. 2 of them came in, one of them caught me, they started taking off, so I threw a shot out of them gangster style, and I missed. And then it was about a week after that, I called one in late morning, sat in this little place I was allowed to be at, and sat there all morning because I had seen turkeys around. Called minimally, like maybe a couple yelps every 30 minutes just to let something know that I was there, but not a lot. And late morning I had a gobbler come in behind me. Well, I had a hen come in, and I called, and that hen was like right on top of me, and she went crazy then. And a gobbler that next couple minutes worked its way in behind me, and I shot the damn thing, and it was on the ground rolling. I was celebrating because I couldn't wait to tell everyone, that I got one, and got up. And why I picked my bag and shit up after I shot it, I don't know, but it was flopping on the ground, and I got up, got my chair, got my bag. I mean, this is all in a matter of like 10 seconds, and then I start walking over to it, and I couldn't find it. And I looked all over the place for 10, 15 minutes, walked back to where I was sitting, couldn't find it. Finally, I called then I found feathers. And I was like, oh, this is where I shot it at. I had to call one of my brothers. They come up, help me look for it. We ended up tracking this damn thing just by the feathers that fell off, but it got away. I don't know if I hit it in the body or what. But now I understand why these people shoot these damn things and then they take off running after them. Because I had never had that happen until that moment. And if I had just got up and went right to it, I would have obviously have seen it get up and run, and I could have shot it at it again. But now I know. I'll never let that happen again. But what I'm going to do, there's a path that goes up here through the back of these woods. And like I said, the pond is over here. So I'm going to walk up this path and just kind of listen. I haven't heard anything gobbling yet, and I thought it would because it's a real nice morning out. But I'll get back to you when I get going up this path. Show you what I'm working with up here. All right, guys. I'm kind of up here now where this path opens up at. And I was here, last weekend? And it's hard to see, but that pond I'm talking of is right back in there. You can kind of see it a little bit. But it's just so thick here, it's hard for turkeys to get through. But those gobblers I was watching, they came right up the edge of this cornfield. And they come in the woods, like right here. But I don't know exactly where. Somewhere right here they came across this path. So I was kind of thinking they're probably going back to that pond to hang out. But I mean, you see what that looks like. I really don't know. That's what that all is. So I'm guessing they just come in here and come up this path, because the woods opens up when you come up this path. But I'm just trying to look for a turkey sign while looking out through here to see if anything pops out. turkey hunting isn't easy whenever you only have like 15, 20 acres here and there. I mean, I'm thankful that of the few places I have to hunt, that a lot of them do hold turkey somewhat. I mean, it's not like the turkey live there, but the turkey are around. I just heard something up there. Like, maybe this is how the turkey go back through here. Maybe this little path, because that looks like it goes back to the pond. And I'm just trying to figure him out. I thought maybe I'd hear some gobbles today, but oh yeah. See, this might be an area to sit too. I'm gonna walk up this. I'm just listening. Looking for turkey sign. I'm videoing this and I could walk right by it and never see it, and some of you guys might be like, oh, you just walked past scratching. I'm not a professional, just a daddy. But this wasn't like this when I was back here in the end of bow season. I don't hunt this during rifle season because there's a lot of people that rifle hunt up here, and there's a squirrel. But bow season, that's where I started this video at. Bow season, the last night of bow season, I had a real nice buck that was running around out there in those fields, and I just kind of stood there and was watching. It'd be a couple 100 yards away, and then it would get close, and at one point it got to be about 50, 60 yards from me, but never gave me a shot. It's the biggest buck that I've ever seen up here in this apple country. A lot of people think that the deer love it because of all the apple orchards around, and one thing that I've came to know is they don't. It's because there's so much of it, they just really don't care. And I think the sprays they use and the pesticides they use make it tough. But here's a field. See if anything's out here. Last year I tried to call them in. They were roosted back in these woods, and I tried to come up here to this field to hunt, but when I came up here to hunt, the grass was so tall you couldn't see anything. And that shack there, there's an older gentleman that hunts out of it all rifle season. But you would think that this would be a spot that you could call one into, but I don't know if they don't like it because the grasses are too high or what. But now that I see that it's mowed down a little bit, I might come to sit in that shanty next week on an opening day too. I don't know. All this used to be woods a couple years ago up on top, and they've took that all down and now planting apple trees up along all the top of it, and shit's really starting to change up in here. Which I mean, I don't blame them. They make money off of it. Gotta do what makes the money. But we'll keep walking up here. I mean, I really want to hunt up here along the edge of this field, just because I know the turkeys use this top corner all the time, and they're coming in and out of it. And that's kind of my big thing. Like, I already know that I'm going to hunt somewhere around here next weekend. Tomorrow actually starts the youth season, so I'm probably just going to come sit and listen tomorrow, because I'm sure there's going to be people out calling and all over the place. But more or less today, I'm just trying to look for scratching, see where they're hanging out at, because I like to call from where the turkeys hang out at, and just find a spot that will be a good setup, and maybe put some brush up in front of me. Yeah, this is where I want to call them into. You can see how open it is in here. That other path I was on comes up right there. We'll just walk out around this way. Last thing I want to do is bust these turkeys, but I'm not calling or anything to them, so even if I do spook them, they should be okay until next weekend comes. I don't know about all you beauties, but I'm also not a big decoy guy. I've tried them. I've just never had any luck with them. That's why I always kind of just go back to calling from like in the woods where I know turkeys hang out at. Because like it seems like for me, decoys scare them more than anything. Just shit myself. It's all right. I don't see anything out in the fields. So, more or less when I come here next week, I'm going to try to find a place maybe where I can get some good cover, and I'm going to hunt it like you would hunt deer. Just sit. I mean, I'll throw a couple calls. I don't really call at all when I'm deer hunting. It's never had any luck. But, just sit down, get comfortable, and let the turkeys do their thing and try to learn something. See, this edge is a good edge. There's always hens that come out of the back there behind me. And in the evenings, when I watch them in the evenings a lot, the turkeys will, when they do come over here to roost, they come in right along where that cornfield strip is on the edge of it, and they come right up this edge. But I just have never had any real luck in the morning over here, but I know they're over here. But normally I hunt up behind my parents or my father-in-law's house early in the season, so I kind of come over here late in the year because I start hanging out at my buddy's scouting and I start seeing them. But that's after I already kind of shit the bed in my other places and spooked them all off. So I'm going to take a different role this year, and I'm going to start here first and give them hell. But I mean, you can see it's super open. It's super open here in this little island that juts off into these fields. Now the turkeys have roosted up here in these trees a bunch, but I kind of hope next Saturday that they're roosting across the fields And I can hope I'm going to try to get out here. Right now, I'm already kind of setting up my week that if everything goes as planned, I should be home again early next Friday. I don't know if it'll be as early as today, but at least would be able to come out in the evening and watch them and see like what block of woods they're going into. But I'm hoping they start out over across these fields and I can sit here, then they fly out and come this way. But I mean, you can see, man, it's just hard to find a spot to sit. I almost feel like I gotta get to this corner up here. I don't know. Y'all been with me for pretty much the whole trip, so if you saw somewhere that you think I should set up at, I'm up. Just let me know. Tell me where at when I post this video and the video I was at, and explain it to me, and I'll give it hell. I'm up for anything. I haven't seen those turkeys come back out across the way yet, though. See, I almost feel like right here is kind of where I need to be, right? If I get here, I'd have all this shit straight ahead of me. If they come out somewhere over in there, I can shoot out this gap. Also, if they come in, it'd kind of be hard to shoot up through there because of how low I would be. But I can shoot back in if they get back in behind me. And I should be able to shoot out through here. I might walk out, I might kick this down right now. Maybe I should break some of this shit off right now. Should have brought my pole saw. So this is going to be an issue. Is that poison? That looks like that could be poison. I don't know. Looks like it could be. So maybe we won't mess with that. Maybe we'll try to knock this down here. So if anything, you can shoot out through here. You think they come this way? I'm sitting back there against that tree. I should be able to shoot out here. I know it feels like a deer sit up, but that's small time hunter. That's what we deal with. And I've really been contemplating doing public land hunting, but like I said, man, it's just the game commission. Like the whole time you're out there, you feel like you gotta be watching your back, just making sure you don't do the wrong thing. And what did I see? I just watched a video of the hunting public getting in a little bit of trouble for doing something like the guy videoing had to have a license too, or something like that. You could only have one person with you without a license, and they had two. and they got like a hefty fine for it. And it's just like this, like you're not doing anything. You're just outside enjoying the wilderness. And like, I'm just not a fan of the Game Commission. Never have been, never will be. For me, it all started back before I was even, well, I guess I'd have been right, probably around 12. I went out in the Pennsylvania junior season, and I went out with my dad's buddy, and my dad took my other brothers out. And we were building a house, and we hunted that morning, and we converged where we were building our new house at, which was like below where we were hunting. And somebody called the Game Commission on us. We have a pretty good idea who it was, but we think they called on us because they saw who I was hunting with. He was a real good turkey hunter. He actually was with me 2 years ago and called me a big double-bearded turkey in. But we think that the guy was jealous that he was up there hunting and didn't want him up there, so he called the Game Commission on us. And there was another guy up there hunting that had an electronic call, which you're not allowed to have in Pennsylvania, but he wasn't turkey hunting. He was coyote hunting. It was junior season. This guy was middle-aged, in his 40s then. And the Game Commission pulls up to where we're building our house at, gets out and started asking us about electronic calls and stuff, and we didn't have anything like that. But long story short, we're standing in our front yard, and we start getting these fines. He starts offering up all these fines for not having orange hats, whatever, not having shotgun plugs. One of the 3 shotguns didn't have a plug, and it just shit that doesn't mean anything. Like you don't need to mess with people, and that guy, all he was doing was messing with us. And my little brother was there too with my dad, and he wasn't old enough to hunt yet, but he was just along with it. And my little brother started crying because he was scared, because this guy was kind of being a dick to us. The guy's name was Tim Flanagan. He's retired now, but he was kind of being a dick. My little brother started crying, and that pissed my dad off. And my dad kind of made a comment to him, if my kids don't hunt because of you, yada, 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 because of this in our front yard, it wasn't a threat, but it was just a dad being pissed. And Flanagan ended up realizing that he kind of was turning us all away from hunting. So he ended up giving us a warning and letting us go that time. But then for the next 2 years after that, we had the Game Commission come up that road so many times. We'd run into them, and they'd check our tags and stuff. And before that point, they never came up there. We never saw them in our life. And all it was a bunch of young kids. Like, my dad hasn't shot a deer in the last 20 years hunting. He doesn't even turkey hunt. He just took us out hunting. He hasn't even shot a deer. If it's not a huge buck of a lifetime, my dad's not shooting it. He's not interested in shooting does. But it was just a bunch of young kids up there hunting, and he literally kept coming up and just, not him, but it was other guys, just kept coming up and just being a nuisance. And I mean, it just puts you on edge the whole time. And that's the shit that I don't like about game wardens. I know a lot of these videos are like, oh, be friends with them. Nah, I'm good. I mean, if I run into one and one's cool with me, I'd definitely be cool back to him, but I'm good. I'd rather not be where they are. But that could change. I've really been thinking, if I'm going to make these videos, I probably need to extend my ranges. And I do have a lot of public land around me that I can hunt. I just have never done it. But maybe this year, this hunting season, this bow season coming up, maybe that's the time that I go do it. But yeah, that's me. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put you all away. You can see what I'm working with, and it's rolling hills up here. So I'll show you when I get back to my vehicle what it looks like from the bottom. But these rolling hills they're hard. They're these little dips. Like when I was back there on that path standing in bow season, somewhere back in through there, I guess it was down here more. You can't see anything down in these dips. And that big buck I was telling you about, it just popped up like right out here and was standing out here, and I couldn't get a shot. Now, if I could have seen it coming, I'd have worked my way out here to the tree line, and I'd have probably been able to get a shot at it. But it's just hard. Like right now, those turkeys, they could be out right on the other side of this dip, because when I was there's something right there. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Something right there. There's something right there. I don't know what it is. Right behind that tree. Take a look. Oh, it's just a bird. Super loud for a little bird. I don't even know where I was at or what I was doing, but so whenever I get back down there, I'll show you what it looks like from down there at the house. But I'm also I got one of them Tactacam reveals, and I've been paying for it to take pictures, and the batteries have been dead. I wanted to remember to bring it. I was going to put it back here on that path to see if I could get some turkeys, but I forgot it until I was already up here. So I'm just going to go to where it is on this back corner and change the batteries out and get it running again, because you never know. Turkeys could pop up down there too. But if I see anything, I'll get back to you. Or else I'll see you when I get to my trail cam. All right, here we are. I'll clean it off a little bit. Every time I change this one, it sucks. These reveals, they take 12 freaking batteries. See how this stuff's all over them? It's because it's on the edge of these orchard rows, and they spray them with pesticides, and this shit ends up getting all over it. Plus the pollen is everywhere. But let's see. See what happens. Just gonna search for service. And as you can see, what I have here is on the edge of this apple row. It's just this tree line. I come up, and the deer come out of this. This down here is an old abandoned apple orchard, and it's super thick in there, and you can see right there that path. The deer come out of this all the time. And a couple years ago, when I let my cameras run the spring, I had turkeys up here strutting around. So I'm just gonna put it here for now, and then see what pictures I get sent to my phone this week. But maybe next Saturday when I walk up to hunt, maybe I'll grab it and take it with me up there to where I want to go and put it up there where I actually know the turkeys are at. But I'm just going to get it rolling again, because I'm paying whatever it is. I'm actually paying for 2 cameras, and only one of them works, or I only have one of them. So that's that. Here's a quick view of how that fields. That top up there is where it was at. And then now you can see these islands better. This here is a separate island. Then you got that one that runs all the way up along the top. And then you got that third one. But depending on where you're at, it kind of looks like they all run together, but they're all separate little ones. Those gobblers the other day came out of this bottom one. But oh, see now it looks like that's a gobbler. That's a longbeard right there. We're gonna get my I mean, you can see it. It's right there moving. Now that's probably about, you can see it in the middle of the screen there at the top of that cornfield working on the tree line. There it is strutting. Now that's about, from here, that's probably about 700 yards away. For a $50 optical zoom, I guess that's not bad. Pop and strut. Yeah, but see, I don't know how well. I mean, I guess you can see it strutting. I thought maybe I'd be able to zoom in a little bit more, but for 700 yards, I guess that's not bad. Just gonna kind of watch it here, see where it goes, what it does. Not that it matters, but just see it's probably gonna come down right down here to this corner, right where that tree line is, just to the right of where it's walking. They hang out over there all the damn time. Hoping if I can get on them early next weekend. Well, who knows? We're going to come up tomorrow morning and just watch from far away and see if people come up and mess with them or not. But there it got back behind the trees. So that's it. That's the optical zoom lens thing. That's how that works. That's not bad for that far away, I guess. This is... oh. This is, I'm trying to show you here. I mean, so this is where we are. Where we were just watching it at is all the way up there. So you can't really see anything, so that's pretty good. I'll take it. As promised, this is the view from down bottom. That turkey that we saw, that gobbler we saw at the end, was up there right behind this corner working that tree line across. I'm guessing eventually it's going to pop out over there, but up there is, over here is where I was at. It's where I plan on sitting. And over here along this tree line and there somewhere is where we jumped that hen out on the way in. But this is going to be my plan for Saturday. I'd love to keep doing it, but as always, a hunting dad. Got to get back to doing dad shit. I'll see you next week for the Pennsylvania opener.